Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm looking at the S3 Vacuum from Maircle. First here, while I'm unboxing this, I'm just going to talk about a lot of the main features that this has, and then I'll actually showcase me using this in different case scenarios, and then we'll do a sound test for this as well. Let's start first with the non-fading suction multi-cyclone technology. With this, you can actually capture 99.97% of particles as small as 0.1 microns. So you're avoiding any pre-filter clogging or suction loss, ensuring strong fade-free suction. You have zero tangle technology in this, which is going to be great for pet owners. The innovative brush effectively targets hair messes and traps hair without wrapping it. This is going to be great for pet owners that have long hair or short hair dogs. This is cordless and lightweight, and you have multiple options that you can use with this, and it's very versatile. And again, I will cover this more in detail here in a minute, but there is a lot of versatility when it comes to this product. You have a freestanding charging dock here. There's no installation required, meaning you don't actually have to drill this into the floor or into the wall or anything like that. You just have to screw in the charging bracket to the base. That takes 2 seconds, and then this is actually where the brush, when it's on the long handle, will click in, and once it clicks into that, it's standing tall and it's charging. This can be fully charged in 2.5 to 3 hours, which is 40% faster than their previous version. And this has a washable HEPA exhaust filter that can be detached and washed multiple times so that you can reuse this. And when you do this, you clean out the dust and the accumulation around the motor during the long-term use. This actually improves the efficiency and the lifespan. And with this, you only have to replace it every 18 months, which is awesome. So now I'm going to shift gears a little bit and talk still more about the specs here, but this video is wrapping up everything that is inside of the box. Again, I will cover everything in detail here in a second, but I do really like the user manual. It just has all the information that you need. And with this, let's look at these specifications. The model here is the S3. The adapter input voltage is 100 volts to 240 volts at 50 to 60 hertz. The adapter output voltage is 30 volts. The dust cup capacity is 600 milliliters, and the hose length here can be stretched to 51.2 inches. Next, we have what is in the box here, and you have the Vacumm main body, the metal tube, the electric floor brush, the 2-in-1 crevice tool, the electric sofa brush, the charging base, the adapter, the furniture brush, the hose, and it doesn't mention it here, but you do have the battery. On the right page, you have the overview where it's telling you all the different buttons. We're going to cover this here in a second, and then where everything goes on the base if you want to do that, which you don't have to. And that brings us to the operating instructions here. If you do attach this to the base, the power adapter plugs into the back there, and then you just get to click the main hose and the electric brush tool into that, and then it charges it that way. Or you could just plug this directly into the battery if you didn't want to use the charging base. So you do have some options there, which I really like. And speaking of the base and the dock, just adhering this to that, simple and easy to do. They give you the hex key for it. You have 4 screws. This is the only assembly that you would need to do with this if you wanted to. And again, you don't have to. It does make it very convenient and easy to use, so I would recommend doing it, but you don't have to. Once it is screwed in, it is very secure here. And then we're going to look at the electric brush. So it has the magnets on the back, and it just simply slides into that. And then once it has that connection, it will start charging, and it pops out just as easy. So again, this is really simple and easy to do. Everything fits nicely and secure on the base here. A couple of them are labeled with what needs to go there. And then the rest of them, essentially the orientation of how this snaps to the tubes and all that, it kind of tells you what will fit where. So very easy to understand. And that's kind of been the theme here. Everything is easy to use and understand, which is what you want. Next, let's move on to the base here. So just a quick sticker peel for you, but after that, this is the exhaust HEPA filter, easy to take out and then replace or just wash. After that, the battery simply slides in, and this hasn't been charged or anything like this. This is just when I first got this, but click that in, and then you have the power button, and it has a really cool display. So right now this is going on standard. So if you click that on, it's telling you what mode it's on and then how much time it has to run. So we have standard, but then we have minimum, which has more time because it's less power. And then we have maximum, which is maximum suction, but it also is going to utilize more power, so you have less time with that. So now you get to, depending on what you're needing to vacuum up, you get kind of like a scale with this, which is really cool. And then on the battery itself, it tells you how much battery you have. So I'm at 50% with this, which is going to be reflective in the time that I have as well. All right, so let's actually get into showcasing some footage of me utilizing this now. So we have some crumbled up crackers and some cereal on the rug here. And this is at max power. And I forgot to mention that this does have the LED lights on the front, a very nice touch. And here, this is actually really powerful. I thought, hey, I'm gonna get up the just crumbled up food that I have on the rug. It was pulling up a ton of dog hair that I didn't even realize was on the rug, which is great. And now you can see that that's just spinning inside of there. So at max, I mean, across the board, it has a ton of power, but at max, I'm quite surprised at how much power this really does have. This is great. This is a really, really good vacuum. Moving over now to using the crevice tool. So with this isn't crumbled up food. So this is just whole pieces of cereal, and it easily, again, this is on max, it just sucks all of this up. No problem at all for this. So anything that you have going on in your house, this is easily going to suit and meet your needs. And I did test out all of the different attachments with this. So you have the furniture brush here. This works really good, trying to get the dog hair off of the couch. And then I actually used the sofa one as well. So with this one, you have the fibers on the side, the kind of sweep things towards wherever you want it to suction up, and it has a soft pad on the bottom, which is really, really nice, so it's not going to mess any of the fabric up. And then you have the larger one here where you're just trying to cover more surface area, and this one actually has a plastic piece on the bottom that tilts, so it's matching the curve of the sofa, which makes it really easy to use. And now I'm utilizing the crevice tool, but I'm also utilizing the hose, the one that can actually stretch out to the 51 inches. This being wireless, this whole process becomes a breeze because it's lightweight. You have that stretching hose, you still have the crevice tool, but you're not hauling this massive base around with you like you would with a regular vacuum. So again, not only does it make things easier, but it makes things more efficient and quicker, and there's just a huge amount of versatility with this product. And when you're done and you need to empty the dust cup here, there is a release button. Everything falls out. You may have to pull something out like any regular vacuum would have, and then after you're done, you simply close this and you're good to go. Next up, let's do a sound test for the min, the regular, and the max on this. So this doesn't get incredibly loud. Of course, it has a sound to it, but it's not something that's going to be insanely disruptive. And here, this is my training studio, and ultimately this is where this product is going to end up, because it's so easy to use around the studio and it gets all the equipment just like I need it. And the upside with it being light, again, is it's so easy to move and travel with. If I need to bring it home for something, I literally can just toss it in the car really quick. I don't have to worry about all these cables and cords or anything like that. I can take it home, use it, and then bring it right back. So this could be great for your business, for your house. You could use it on hardwood floors. I'm using this on carpet, and I'm also using it on rubber flooring at a training facility. You could utilize this on your furniture. You could utilize this on equipment. I'd say the only thing that this wouldn't probably be great for is like a shop vac. That needs a different type of vacuum. Outside of that, it's going to handle anything that you throw at it. Another limitation may be the battery life, but with this, I think this handles in terms of the amount of time quite well. If you have a massive house, then maybe you need to look at some other options with this. But for the standard house or business size, this is going to work great. So that's going to wrap this video up. I hope this has helped you in regards to your purchasing decision when it comes to the Maircle S3 wireless vacuum.